We're talking about Medicaid waiver agencies. And specifically, we're going to be looking at some information from Waiver Consulting Group to kind of
Consultant.
debunk some common myths that are out there about Medicaid waiver agencies. So, I think we all come to this with maybe some preconceived notions and ideas of what this is all about.
Absolutely.
So let's just dive right in. Myth number one, Medicaid waiver agencies are only for the elderly. I'll admit, when I first heard about these waivers, I kind of pictured a nursing home,
Yeah,
like very limited.
it's a common misconception. But really, Medicaid waivers can support individuals of all ages. It's not just about age, but about unique needs.
So we could be talking about like children with developmental disabilities, adults with physical disabilities,
Yeah.
really anyone who needs a little extra support to live independently.
Exactly. And that kind of leads us into myth number two, which is that the application process is a nightmare. There's paperwork, there's eligibility checks you have to connect with resources. It can feel like you're navigating a maze blindfolded.
Okay. I can see how people would get intimidated by that for sure.
Nah.
But I mean, is there any good news here?
Yeah. The good news is that Medicaid waiver agencies can act as your guide through that maze.
Oh, like,
They offer support every step of the way, helping you fill out the paperwork, figure out your eligibility, and connect with the right resources.
so it's almost like having a dedicated expert to walk you through all of that.
Exactly.
Okay, myth busted. What about this one? Myth number three. Medicaid waivers only cover medical expenses. I feel like that's a very limited way of thinking about it.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Medicaid waivers actually go far beyond just medical care. They recognize that a truly fulfilling life requires more than just doctor's appointments and medications.
So we're talking about things like home modifications to make a living space more accessible, respite care to give family caregivers a break, transportation services,
Yeah.
personal care services. Wow. So like even if someone needs a wheelchair ramp installed or, grab bars in their bathroom, Medicaid waivers could help with that.
Absolutely. It could mean the difference between being confined to your home and being able to get out and participate in your community.
That's incredible. Okay, that's real empowerment.
Hmm.
All right, myth number four. You can't choose your provider. This one I imagine would be a big concern for anyone who wants personalized care.
Yeah, you're right. And thankfully, most Medicaid waiver programs recognize that. They offer a degree of choice and flexibility when it comes to selecting your providers.
So you're not just assign someone at random.
No, you get to choose from a list of approved providers who align with your needs and preferences.
Oh, okay. So it's about finding a provider that you feel comfortable with, someone who understands your unique situation and who you trust to provide the best possible care.
Exactly. It's about building a true partnership between the individual and their care team.
Okay, so that myth is officially busted. This next one, I think when I first heard about Medicaid waivers, this is what I thought of. Myth number five, services are limited to institutional care. So I'm picturing like nursing homes, assisted living facilities.
I can see why you would think that, but it's not the whole picture. In fact, Medicaid waivers were actually designed to help individuals avoid institutional care whenever possible.
Oh, wow.
The focus is on home and community-based services, or HCBS, which allow people to receive support while living in the environment of their choice.
So instead of being limited to a facility, people can get the help they need while remaining in their own homes or communities.
Right.
Wow. That's going to make a huge difference in terms of quality of life.
Absolutely. It's all about promoting independence and choice.
I love that. Okay, so we've debunked five pretty big myths about Medicaid waiver agencies. And it sounds like these programs offer a much wider range of support than most people realize. But we're just getting started. There are so many more misconceptions out there that prevent people from accessing the support they need. So stick with us as we continue to dive deeper into the world of Medicaid waiver agencies and debunk even more myths.